Hey YouTube, Film Geek here, and today I'm talking about the 1962 film Carnival of Souls.
Came to you, Doctor, because you're my last hope. If you don't help me, I'll have to go back there. He's trying to take me back somewhere. Doctor, you've got to tell me what to do.
Carnival of Souls is directed by Herc Harvey, and this is his one and only feature film he's ever directed. The story is about a young woman who survived a traumatic car accident. Then she finds herself drawn to this mysterious, abandoned carnival. Carnival of Souls was filmed on an extremely small budget, of only $33,000, and this was also a completely independent film. This film really marks the beginning of two things: the independent horror film, and this film is considered a huge influence in the creation of the psychological horror film. When this film was released, it was pretty much unnoticed. Decades later, this film became a cult classic after it showed on tons of late-night television shows. The carnival in this movie was actually an abandoned amusement park on the Salt Lake in Utah, originally called Saltaire. Now, the original Saltaire building burned to the ground, and the Saltaire used in the filming of Carnival of Souls actually was the second Saltaire. Well, guess what? The second Saltaire also burned to the ground. The building was rebuilt later on down the road for a third time, and it's now used mostly for a musical venue. Now, as I stated, this film had a very low budget. Harvey had to use a lot of guerrilla filming techniques in order to get this movie made. He didn't have enough money for the proper permits. In fact, one of the largest bills that he had to pay was in the beginning of the film. In the car accident scene, some damage was done to the actual bridge itself, and Harvey had to pay a bill of $17 whole. With a $33,000 budget, $17 can go a long way. Okay, now I have talked about this film a little bit before in one of my top 10 videos, but I never really went into a lot of details about the film, how it was made, any of its history, and let me tell you, I really enjoy this film. Throughout the film, our main character is haunted by this strange man with darkened eyes and a really pale face, and he just pops up in the strangest places. This ghoul is actually the director of the film. Later on, there are some other people that are dressed up similar to him, and there's a whole dance scene and all. It's really cool. Some of the things I love about this film is the way it's shot. It's a very beautifully shot film. There's a lot of really far away long shots. As she's walking through the amusement park for the first time, the atmosphere is just amazing. And that's one thing that could be said about this film is that this is just a great movie if you just want to teach somebody how atmosphere works. Because this film is just loaded with atmosphere. With this guy just kind of popping up out of nowhere every now and then, with the way the movie feels. There's scenes where there's no sound and people don't recognize her, she can't communicate with people. They're just really cool and really well shot scenes. Some of the downsides to this, as I said, this was a very low budget film, which means, the acting does suffer a little bit. There is a little bit of stiff acting in this. A lot of this film was actually filmed not too far from here in Lawrence, Kansas. And a lot of the extras and smaller parts in this were actually local actors or just people the director knew. A lot of it was filmed in Lawrence, Kansas because Harvey was actually living there at the time. This is a film that I like to put on if I ever feel like I want to be creeped out, or if I just want to show somebody a really unique film. Like I said, things I absolutely love about this film is for a guy who only made one movie, it's really cool. He did do some other stuff. He and the writer of this film actually did make like industrial training videos in the state of Kansas. Okay, so this is a film that I think you should definitely check out. If you have not seen Carnival of Souls, you have absolutely no excuse, because due to some copyright screw-ups, this film is free domain. You can watch it for free pretty much anywhere you go. Nobody really has rights to it. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out The Film Geek. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what I'm doing here. Like I always say, folks, keep watching movies, because you know I'm gonna.